Imagine you could never make another sound. Not for the rest of your life. Not a sigh, not a yawn, not a single word, ever. Then imagine you were given one chance to speak. What would you say? What would you say to the people of Atlan? Each of them is truly unique, a subspecies of one. You have the capacity to destroy utterly and to create profusely. In such a place as Atlan, abnormality means power. Power affords status, which is why you are king. You have never been defeated in battle. You are so far removed from average that you seem more than inhuman, like a necessary god. You might well speak of the irony in this, but to do so would result in catastrophe. Your slightest whisper has the power to level mountains. In truth, your people would scarcely hear your words before the impact tore them into a million pieces.
I know you're there, brother. There's something on your mind, isn't there? I can always tell, unless you drop by just to pass the time of day.
What do you say to your brother Maximus, this twisted and remorseless lunatic to whom you are bound by the laws of fate and family?
Oh, I'm enjoying my time here immensely. Thank you for asking. So, tell me, Blackakar, how have you been? Huh? That's a rhetorical question, of course, so I'd prefer if you didn't answer it directly. After all, we wouldn't want to repeat that other unpleasantry, now would we? And don't pretend you don't understand what I'm talking about. You know. I mean that time you murdered our parents. It wasn't my fault. I didn't ask you to be there when the Kree came. You and that intractable, insufferable conscience of yours. You just couldn't leave me to my little faux pas, could you? You had to say something. Just to bring the whole body crashing down in flames. I know you could speak if you wanted to, brother, but what would you possibly say? Would you tell everyone exactly what you did to Mother and Father? You think you're fooling them, but you're not. There's a flaw. Do you hear me? A flaw! It's tearing you up inside.
When the great island of Atlantis was dredged from the sea, you brought your city here, so that your people might re-establish their roots, even though Earth's polluted air is deadly poison to all Inhumans. To safeguard Atlan, a series of protective barriers was devised, 5 separate defensive systems, a 1 trillion-volt palisade, a progressive eco-filter to scrub the rancid air, and the ultimate fortification, a dome of impenetrable negative space surrounding it all. You peered outside, but the looming archaic structures of Atlantis seemed unwilling to divulge their long-kept secrets. But before they could, the humans showed up and began fighting over the scraps. For months now, they have been raking the ancient island for metal and minerals, international conglomerates supported by the occupying Portuguese army. Whatever you say to them, it had better be good, because these humans, who bring pestilence, disease, and decay to your people, are back, and they're less than a mile away from your border.
Something troubles you, Lady Medusa?
It's my husband, Marista. Sometimes I wonder at the weight of his responsibility. Perhaps I'm being ridiculous, but it's hard to see where I fit into it all.
Isn't it the same with all of them, my lady?
It's just, sometimes he's capable of looking at me in such a way that I'm so completely sure of what he feels. Other times, he's an enigma. I just wish I need more than anything to hear the words. But he can't say them, and he never will.
Are you afraid he's going to make a mistake, my lady?
No. But don't you see? That's the problem. It terrifies me to think that my husband can so easily close the door to his mind and lock everything and everyone out, including me.
And so we come to her paternal lineage, as is my duty, honor, and privilege to recite, Your Majesty. Beginning with me, obviously, then on to my father Grimal, also a carnivore, whose father before him was Turon, second cousin to Vel.
What do you tell her, this child of infinite possibilities? Do you tell her that the world is a violent, angry place, populated by violent, angry people? That she is already misunderstood, just for the circumstances of her birth, that her home could collapse at any moment under the whim of a mad pretender to the throne. How do you explain all of that?
And the goat says, I don't know, but the one in the middle is definitely a shape changer. A shape changer! You got... There's a crack in your glass, Karnak. I know. I don't understand you, brother. You've been at that window for an hour now. You know I hate when somebody lets their ale get warm. I'm worried about our king. You worried? If I didn't know any better from watching you, I'd swear you were irrevocably drunk. If so, the world would never make sense to me again. You've never once as much raised an eyebrow at the motives of our king. Of all people, your loyalty to Black Bolt is beyond question. So tell me, what troubles you? A secret, Gorgon. Something that I have never told anyone. To interpret the secret, you must know what I know. You must understand my gift. In everything, there hides a flaw, be it structural, geological, psychological. To me, these flaws appear like beacons that guide the way to weakness. It matters not the size of the structure, nor the material from which it is made. Everything has an imperfection that can be traced to one single point and exploited. Are you saying that I'm anything less than perfect, Karnak? Everything has a flaw, brother. Everything and everyone, except for Black Bolt. I have studied him constantly. In all the time I've known him, he has never once wavered from his impossible duty. Do you now detect flaws? No. No. But I should. One day, the cracks are going to appear. They must. And when they do, I fear for us all. And the goat says, I don't know, but the one in the middle is definitely a shape changer. A shape changer! Cousin Gorgon, well know you not ribaldry so close to ears of the king. Well known to any being, for if he laugh, shame to you, for the risk you demolish us all.
Though my husband is incapable of speech, Cousin Triton, I can assure you that his hearing is very acute.
If it pleasing your majesty, this being am poor foolish, I humble apologize.
Hey, don't you pick on poor Triton, sister. He can't help it if he's different. He doesn't know how to say things.
I may be smashed groggy, but at least I know my place, impetuous child.
What would you say if you could only say just one simple phrase for the rest of your life? What would you tell the people around you who are your subjects, your cousins, your allies? What would you say? Just one thing, and you'd shout it across the world so that everyone could hear. Relax.